Coming up on Focal Point, Tom Izzo is trading fast breaks on the court to running fast on the streets, at least for one day, and he wants you to join him.
I've been here so long that I feel like I'm part of the community.
Filmmakers and artists from all over the country show off their work in Lansing. And 2 Michigan State basketball stars say, yep, we're coming back for one more season. All this and more coming up on Focal Point.
Hello and welcome. I'm Chloe Porfirio.
Happy Friday. I'm Zach Slovic, and well, this couldn't have worked out any better. Summer-like temperatures just in time for a 5K run. It's called the Izzo Legacy Run, and it'll start Saturday from where else but the Breslin Center.
And Focal Point's Isabella Gorsick is live just across the street from the Breslin at the start line where prep will begin today. Isabella, what can you tell us about what's going on over there?
Thanks, Chloe. In less than 24 hours, around 4,000 people will be lining up right here outside of Coach Tom Izzo's office to participate in the 4th annual Izzo Legacy Run, Walk, Rule. I met with Coach Izzo as well as his wife and daughter to talk about the real meaning behind the race and the impact the Izzo family hopes they have on the community.
Say Izzo in East Lansing, and chances are you know.
I've been here so long that I feel like I'm part of the community.
After winning an NCAA championship, going to 8 Final Fours, and becoming the coach with the most wins at a Big Ten school.
I get looked at in my mind as the coach as much as, hey, there's Tom, you know, it's great.
Tom, Lupe, and the Izzo family have planted deep roots in a place they call their forever home.
I got married here. My children were born here.
But for Lupe, it's about their legacy.
My legacy is this community and being a part of it in any which way I can to help others.
Lupe Izzo is the founder and president of the Izzo Legacy.
It's been taken off really well. Our race is growing.
She started the foundation 4 years ago, a tough time for the MSU community.
You know, Nassar, we're losing our president, our AD, and everybody was feeling the wrath of the national media attention on us, and everybody thinking that East Lansing, Michigan State was a very bad place.
And then the kid's shirt, and then the
Raquel Izzo, or as everybody calls her, Rocky, is the daughter and head of the marketing committee of the Izzo Legacy.
Not at all. Yeah. Definitely looked at this day as being a day of community.
For Lupe, giving back to the community is in her DNA.
Been around people that have been very community minded, including my parents, who were one of the ones that started Crystal Ray Community Center.
And they're giving back by putting on events like the Izzo Legacy Run, Walk, Rule, and donating to local charities in the community.
After Tom's done playing basketball, we live here and we always want to make it a better place.
The race starts at 8:45 tomorrow morning and is open to all ages. It's not too late to register and receive this t-shirt right here. This one goes to the runners. There's also t-shirts available for the kids and the volunteers. Here on the back, you'll see the number 4 representing the 4th year with all of the sponsors and charities that the proceeds will go to. Chloe, Zach, back to you.
All right, well, thank you, Isabella. We're looking forward to seeing the crowds getting ready for the run tomorrow morning. But last week, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed a bill that repealed the 1931 ban that banned abortion in Michigan. The law from 1931, it was stopped except to save the life of a mother. The governor also signed 2 other bills that repealed laws related to abortion and abortion medications. It was still legal in Michigan even before the laws were repealed, after voters approved an amendment to the state constitution in November. That made it a right. Apart from the changes to abortion laws, the governor signed 2 new gun laws into legislation on Thursday. The first is background checks for firearms. They're required for anyone buying a rifle or a shotgun. The second requires safe storage for firearms when a minor is likely to be around. Both laws are set to take effect next year.
Well, if you're looking for something to do today, I highly encourage you to check out the annual Capital City Film Festival. There's something for everyone: scary films, odd humor, documentaries. For the last 10 days, audiences have enjoyed independent films, interactive media, and live performances. Focal Point Sarah Laffner takes us to the unusual venue.
It's the old Sears department store. Transformation. From a tire center to rolling out the red carpet. Then this giant building becoming a COVID test site, to it being used to test movies.
And now this year is like in the old Sears building, and I guess people spent like probably millions of dollars in here, like over the years buying clothes and stuff, but now we got movies and it's a red carpet event.
The old Sears building at Frandor is home this year to the Capital City Film Festival, where stars like 96-year-old Alfreda Schmidt wish it would never end.
Oh, I don't want to go home, but I promised the little ones that I would babysit them.
Alfreda has done it all. She's worn a lot of hats in her life. She was a Lansing City Council member, she's a great-grandmother, and now she's the star of a documentary.
My hats, I have over 100 of them in my home.
The 10-day event not only features films on the big screen, but art on the big walls.
Visual artist Mia Lynn is staying all night live painting this mural behind me. She wants to create a piece that symbolizes unity and equity to celebrate the opening of creativity in the time of COVID-19.
Some filmmakers came from California.
I've had films in this film festival before, but have never been able to come here, so it's the first time I actually get to see what it's all about.
Some came from down the street at MSU.
I'm a filmmaker in the Film Night Film Festival. We made a film about a girl with anxiety, and she's just really trying to find her place in the world.
In all, hundreds of films will be shown here. At the Frandor Shopping Center, Sarah Laffner, Focal Point News.
The festival wraps up tomorrow. For more information, you can visit www.capitalcityfest.com.
And the MSU Student Food Bank wants everybody to know you're welcome to take advantage of their services. The food bank started in 1993, and its staff still find it challenging to reach a wide range of students on campus. But they think referring to it as a food security project might help get it the attention it needs. 1 in every 3 students have a need for fresh produce, meat, and dairy, the essentials for a healthy life. Most students don't know they have the access to all these things, including toiletries, right here on campus. To receive any of these goods, students can simply go to the food bank website, select their own menu online, and schedule a pack. And the appointment is at Olin Health Center.
Really think about it. Do you feel like studying or doing the things? Can you really concentrate on studying classes when you don't have any food and you're hungry? I mean, it's a basic human need to want food and housing and food and security. Those are the things you need. So.
All students, regardless of their economic status, are encouraged to take advantage of this campus resource. For more information and to place an order online, visit foodbank.msu.edu. And we all know that dogs can be our family, and some even help us live day to day. That's where the Leader Dogs for the Blind comes in. And as Focal Point Sophia Miller reports, the group raises pups and encourages others to do the same.
Well, thank you so much for coming tonight.
Eileen Delaney is a puppy breeder, and not just for a regular gig.
Oh, kisses. And knowing what the purpose is, what I was doing this for, is the biggest thing.
Eileen is a part of the Lions Club, where they support Leader Dogs for the Blind.
Leader Dog was started by 4 Lions members, and then from there it's just evolved.
Its purpose is to provide those that are blind with everyday support. Matthew White says so himself.
Good boy. He's a good boy. He's watching the ground. He's watching for holes. He's watching for obstacles. Where when I'm walking, I have to watch for everything and react.
Matthew and his 5-year-old pup Zev are best buds. He says having a leader dog provides him with something more than just a sense of safety. It also means
independence. Being able just to throw a harness on them, going on walks with my kids and not having to worry about stuff in the sidewalk and dodging, being able to dodge obstacles.
Helping to provide this experience for those that may be in Matthew's shoes, Eileen says breeding for the organization is a part of her.
It's just been in my nature to help people and animals. I love animals.
She encourages others to do the same.
To breed, it's wonderful. It's a great experience. It is a lot of work, but it's so worth it.
And her husband, Steve, says the support from Leader Dog is always there.
We called Leader Dog, and they were right there, and they talked us through it, and they're just amazing.
Eileen and Steve have bred multiple litters of pups and now have these 2 retired mom dogs as their family pets.
She loves her belly rubs.
And having those cute pups running around isn't even the best part.
So I've seen clients that have gone from no dog to having a dog and what the difference is in them. They are their eyes.
The Delaney's breed for a cause, and between them and these furry friends, they're changing lives one bark at a time. In Charlotte, I'm Sophia Miller, Focal Point News.
I guess one thing remains true. Dogs truly are a man's best friend, and our best friend and everybody's best friend. So do you have any pups, Zach?
I don't know if you can exactly call him a pup. He's a 14-year-old German short-hair pointer named Crew, but he is indeed a best friend of mine. But MSU isn't the only place you can find a furry or perhaps scaly friend. Focal Point's Lauren Coyne brings us to one of the most unique places to find a pet in Lansing.
It's been a long winter in Michigan, but for Blad, it's been sunny and 65 all year round. He's lived here for 5 months at Bruce Pets.
So we are classified as an exotic pet store. We're going to have more unique species here.
Blad's time here can't compete with the general manager, though.
I've pretty much been here my whole life. My grandmother, Jean Pruse, is the founder of Pruse Pets. She started our store 40 years ago.
It's become a destination for visitors, sort of an escape from the daily grind of life.
We have a lot of people that call us Lansing's free zoo. We found out in the pandemic that a lot of our clientele are people who come here just for an experience.
My name is Sean Murphy, and right now we are in the reptile room at Bruce Pets.
Employees like Sean Murphy
I've actually been here for almost 10 years.
find themselves dancing with ferrets.
Good answer. Come in, we work hard, but like we also, it's a very family-oriented style atmosphere, and you're allowed to just be yourself.
This pet store isn't typical.
It's a pet store with a purpose, and our purpose is really to teach responsible and appropriate pet ownership.
This young customer is learning.
I brought my daughter in so she can kind of look everywhere, and we're looking at fish for her.
When you're here, it's about the community that we have.
Bruce Pets isn't just a pet store. It's a library, a classroom, and it's the chance for some quality time with ferrets and fish.
We do things very unique, very different, very outside the box. But above all of that, we do things with our heart as the driving force.
You want an animal? Come here.
In Lansing, I'm Lauren Coyne, Focal Point News.
I don't know about you, Chloe, but I'm definitely want to stop over there sometime and check everything out.
Yeah, me too. I feel like I'd make a great fish mom. But coming up after the break, we'll see how long the summer temperatures will last in this week's forecast.
And an inside look at the final week of spring practice for MSU football, as well as more up to come. Welcome back to Focal Point. I don't want to jinx anything, but it might be safe to say the spring has officially sprung. Here in Michigan, I've been able to catch some rays this week and enjoy walks to class without an umbrella or a super heavy coat. Focal Point's Tiana Barnes has this week's weather forecast. She joins us live in the studio. Tiana, can we finally switch out our boots for some sandals?
Thanks, Zach. Yes, this past week has been beautiful, but
I hate to say it, you might want to keep those boots and umbrellas on standby for just a little longer. Let's take a look at the national map. Over on the west coast, we're seeing some warmer temperatures with Los Angeles at a high of 67, currently sitting at 59. Phoenix sitting at 68 and sunny, and Dallas taking the lead at 73 degrees. Over on the east coast and Buffalo, there'll be some clouds, but a chance of some sun with temperatures currently at 65, but reaching 73 later in the day. Atlanta's feeling rainy, currently at 63 with some scattered showers, and folks down in Miami are making me jealous with sunshine and 82-degree weather. Taking a closer look at the Great Lakes region, Chicago is sitting at 68 and cloudy, Green Bay, Wisconsin feeling a little warmer at 72, and Columbus is trailing behind at 64 with some clouds. Currently in East Lansing, we're sitting at 69 degrees. Grand Rapids is sharing some warm temps with us throughout the day as well. They're at 73. Detroit and Grand Rapids are feeling the same, sharing 72-degree weather with some clouds. Taking a look at our weekly forecast, we'll be seeing a little bit of showers at the top of the week, and temps will slowly climb as the week goes on. Not as many chances to catch a tan as this week, but we're on our way to that warm spring weather. That's all for weather this week. Well, not quite. We'll take you out to the beautiful weather where our own Angela Solomon is live. Angela, I'm sure you're enjoying the sun and something else that brings smiles, right?
What a better way to uplift our community, but not with our furry friends. I'm here today outside of Wells Hall, where we're with MSU Leader Dogs Club, where you can pet lovely animals just like Winston here for just $1. I'm also here with Aiden to talk about where these proceeds will go to. He's an MSU Leader Dog Club leader and a raiser.
So all the donations from today's event are going to go back to our 5 student puppy raisers on campus. So the 5 puppy raisers on campus dedicate a lot of their time as well as their own personal money in the training and raising of these future leader dogs, so that hopefully they can eventually become guide dogs for those in need.
And how long will you be out here today?
Today we're going to be here from 11 until 4 p.m.
Well, you heard it here. If you're an MSU student having a rough day, make sure you stop outside of Wells Hall. I'm Angela Solomon for Focal Point News, and when we get back to the studio, we'll be with Sophia covering the latest on sports and some more of our squishy friends. More on that when we get back.
Welcome back to Focal Point. I'm Sophia Miller with this week's sports update. Saturday will mark the 15th and final spring football practice as the players showcase their work at Spartan Stadium. Saturday will be a 15-period practice featuring individual and group drills during the first half and a live scrimmage during the second half. The competition is between quarterbacks Peyton Thorne, Noah Kim, and Caton Hauser. It is expected to continue throughout summer practices. Kim says he's up for the challenge.
You want everybody to come into college when you're a freshman thinking that it's an open competition. That's the way it should be at a high-level program like Michigan State. You know, we try to bring in the best recruits that we can, and so they're supposed to push everybody in the program that's already here already. And so, yeah, that's what we are doing right now, just competition-wise.
The gates will open at 12:30 p.m. Meanwhile, on the hardwood, Tom Izzo is setting up for his team success after seniors Tyson Walker and Malik Hall announced earlier this week that they are returning to Michigan State for another season. They will be using their final year of eligibility. Izzo spoke earlier this week on next year's hopes.
But I think in general, we should have a pretty solid group coming back with a great group of recruits coming in. And you put those two things together and a lot of optimism for next season.
The Spartans have 4 freshmen coming into next year's team, one of them being 5-star recruit Xavier Booker. Since warmer temperatures have arrived in East Lansing, the men's tennis team has finally moved games and practices outdoors. Doubles duo Ozan Barish and Max Sheldon are among the nation's best and look to win another important weekend of matches. Focal Point's Luca Maloney serves us their story.
Here I'm playing for something bigger.
Ozan Barish has been an ace on the court from an early age.
You know, I'm playing for my home, I'm playing for my community, my family, everybody.
After winning the Michigan High School Division II title as a freshman at Okemos, he's traveled the world playing with the elite of youth tennis.
I had played in all the Grand Slams and, of course, you know, wanted to win one for a while.
Before he took his first class at MSU, Barish became the first Spartan ever to win a Grand Slam, taking home the Junior U.S. Open Championship in the doubles.
It was a really good week with Nishesh, and we were able to get the job done.
He's followed in his hero's footsteps already, playing in the Wimbledon grass, the clay of the French, and the hardcore in Australia. Now, he's got his mind set on winning it all at MSU.
You know, I want to be an All-American, win NCAA titles, singles, doubles, team, everything, you know.
His partner on the court, Max Sheldon, believes they can do just that after moving into the top 10 in collegiate rankings.
Louisville, we played a top 15 team and just, you know, we were just on top of it the whole time. And I feel like that's when we really saw our potential.
For me, it was actually a couple matches ago. I was pretty off my game, and Max really stepped up. And I was just like, dang, I mean, we're a good team. And I see that we're able to go far, and I think we can win NCAAs. And, you know, again, the sky's the limit. We're just going to go out there and play, focus on every match that we have, and see what happens.
They've started 6-1 this season after their first match as doubles teammates.
We keep telling each other all we need is a chance in the tournament, and that's all we need. Like, we're going to get it done.
They will play again this weekend at Purdue and Indiana, hoping to continue climbing the rankings. In East Lansing, I'm Luca Maloney, Focal Point News.
The men's tennis team will take on Purdue at 3 p.m. today and then travel further south in Indiana to play the Hoosiers on Saturday. That's all for our weekly sports update. Chloe, Zach, over to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sophia. But, you know, these days everybody has a Squishmallow.
But there's a story behind the squish. For our Focal Point Friday finale, here's Claire Baccarella.
Calais Glozier and Abby the Octopus go way back.
I saw this like octopus and I was like, oh my gosh, so cute.
He collects Squishmallows.
I'd love to know if somebody has more Squishmallows than me.
He started collecting Abby, Archie, Lorenzo, and 497 others after seeing them on TikTok a couple years ago.
It turned into, oh, well, maybe I like this one, maybe I like that one, and now here we are. So
here we are, Calais' basement. He still uses it as an office, but it's getting tight.
These are the ones that actually haven't had a spot on the shelf yet because there wasn't room for them.
Now his own TikTok account is popular.
And I didn't ever imagine that it would turn into what it turned into. Like I have about 34,000 followers on TikTok right now.
And the squishy plush toy maker even made him a brand ambassador.
And I could never in my million dreams say no to that, right?
Calais has also found out that they are comforting. Something that could be used in, say, his profession.
I am a clinical psychology graduate student.
He knows the healing power of crystals. Now he's starting to realize the magic of Squishmallows.
Even if you're just like holding your Squishmallow tight and crying on it, like that can be a comfort item.
For him, Squishmallows aren't just a comfort, but a tool to use in his career.
But I do think that once I have my own private therapy practice, I definitely think that having Squishmallows just in the room and also just thinking about how I can help develop a community that includes Squishmallows in there.
Maybe we could all use some extra squish in our communities. In East Lansing, Focal Point News, Claire Baccarella.
Now that is an impressive collection. I only have one Squishmallow, and maybe I'll have to get some more if I can find any.
Well, what a good way to end this week's edition of Focal Point. You can join us next week with the rest of the School of Journalism for our annual awards convocation. It should be a great time. From the studio, I'm Chloe Porfirio.
And I'm Zach Slowick. Have a great weekend and enjoy the beautiful weather outside. With that, we will leave you with a live look of some puppies and some beautiful weather at the Pay to Pet right now.